Hello, my glorious heathens, aside the legend that is Dionysus, and today I'm going to be talking about Zombieland Saga Season 2, or what is actually known as Zombieland Saga Revenge. Now, before I get started, I do want to point out one thing. Yes, this is indeed an idol anime, and yes, I know, this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, which that's cool, The beauty with anime is it's for it has genres that's meant for somebody, right? Action, idol, VR, what have you. It is what it is. And I will say this at least, though. I highly recommend you at least give this a shot because here's the thing. I normally don't care about idol anime, just like I don't really do VR anime, and barely do I do any isekai anime. But what caught my attention with this is zombies. I know it's kind of blunt, but zombie girl idols, it just kind of caught my attention for some reason. And it is a pretty good show. I highly recommend it. Now, here's the thing. I will say this. Season 1, when they sing, the music's good, the songs are good, but the CGI isn't. And to be fair, it's the whole. It happens with a lot of season ones, right? Like the animation's not that good, but who knows? Maybe season 2 that CGI budget just went up, right? Now, I will say one last thing about it is to give this at least a 3 episode watch. Watch 3 episodes. If it catches your attention, well, keep watching. If it doesn't, then just whatever. It is what it is. Now then, with that being said and done, what exactly is Zombieland Saga? Since, to be fair, I'm pretty sure one of you out there who's watching this right now or watching season 2, episode 1, because you're a rebel, aren't you? Yeah, you're wild. You love to live dangerously, don't you? Now I get it. I just watched episode 1 of season 2 of How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. So I get it. I didn't watch season 1, but here I am watching episode 1 of season 2. Granted, I am going to catch up on season 1 later, but still, just in case those who do not remember the characters, a little brief brush up doesn't hurt. So let's first start off with Sakura Minamoto, a very cheerful girl with dreams that are way too big, and she, even as a kid, she always strived to be a superstar. However, the universe said no and wants to be a douchebag, to where every time she tried to become a superstar, something happened. And one fateful day, the universe decided to just say you're done and kill her off in the most hilarious way possible, mind you. I'm not going to um I'm not going to spoil how they die, just in case you don't want to be spoiled on that. But just know life comes at you fast. And for Sakura, life came at her really fast. And then, of course, she is later resurrected by this madman, the king of Ham, Koturo Tatsumi. I hope I got that name right. Who has no chill, and he's absolutely passionate about his work. He decided that it would be a big brain, bright, genius idea to have zombie idols because why not? Apparently, this man was on something at the time. I don't know, but I'm going to take an educated guess because you don't just walk up and think, what would be a swell, brilliant idea? Zombie idols. That would be fantastic, right? Now, the question is, though, and I do hope there is an answer, how did he resurrect all these girls? Especially one that I'm about to get to. But, the thing is, in Japan, they don't bury their dead, they have cremations. And yes, I know it's a fictional world, blah blah blah, but still, though, I'm going to assume he gathered their ashes did some kind of freaky deaky voodoo to resurrect them. Now, other than that, though, we have Saki, a fan favorite, the bad girl, the biker chick, the tough one of the group, who, well, she's basically the big sister, the protective oldest sister, and she will not hesitate to beat the crap out of anyone who dares attempts to harm one of her friends. Also, I'm not going to again. I don't want to spoil how she died, but let's just say she died in the blaze of glory, and leave it at that. Next up, boy, oh boy, who. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Lily Hashaka Hashka Hashikawa Kawa Hashikawa. I'm so sorry for getting that name messed up rather. Who this adorable, precious Seminole who must be protected at all times. Ravioli, ravioli, do not lose the undead loli. This little angel got so much stupid controversy when her centered episode came out, and it was dumb, to be honest with you. It was absolutely dumb. Now, first off, she is a child actor, alright? And she's trans. She is legit trans. So the issue was a couple of people were saying, "Oh, wait a minute, the translators, mistranslated the words." What? No, 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 no. If you watch season one and watch her episode without the translation, there's still certain things that kind of say, yeah, she is part of the LGBT. It's something they gotta really look out for. But again, she's adorable. She's a child actor, and that's pretty much it for her. Now, moving on, we have Yujiri, Yujiri, the lady who comes from the Miji, if I said that name correctly, period, where she was a courtesan. I assume a legendary courtesan because every character on here was legendary. Saki, the legendary biker, then Lily, the legendary child actor, etc., etc. Well, she was a legendary courtesan, and the thing is, we don't know how she died. However, due to the scar on her throat and her being a courtesan, I assume she died of. Huh? What do you mean I can't say that on YouTube? Fine, 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 fine. I won't say the obvious joke that involves, getting your throat cut out. But she is the older mother. She is the mother of the group. She is very comforting, especially towards Lily, and she's kind of the straight man as well, where she's the voice of reason. And next up is I Mizuno, who was a early 2000s idol, and her performance was quite shocking, to say the least. Not only did it shock the audience and her fellow idols, it even shocked her as well. And to be totally honest with you, she's kind of like Sakura in some regards, where she wants to be, a big star. She wants to be, remembered and stuff like that. And I don't know, she's okay. She's not top tier, but she's not bottom tier. She's mid tier at best. And next up, we have, of course, Junko Kuno, who is an 80s. Oh, wait, my bad, I almost forgot one itty bitty thing. She was an idol group for the Iron Frills. Haha, man, I almost forgot about that, my bad. But yeah, other than that, though, she's kind of just like Sakura. And jumping on back to Junko, she is an early 80s idol who, well, was a pretty big idol. And her life sadly came crashing down, and thus here she is. She's kind of a soft-spoken and very wholesome character. She's the one that actually talks to the fans. And then there's best girl Kyamada. Everyone behold perfection. The queen, the S tier zombie girl right here. You cannot at me. You cannot change my mind. Now, who is she? Well, she is legendary Tay. That's all you need to know. Because, to be fair, she's still in her zombie state, and she's kind of the comic relief where her zombie shenanigans are, played up as a joke. But other than that, though, that's that's that for now. So let us dive into season 2, episode 1. I don't want this video to be too long, by the way. Now, first off, oh, wait, geez, I almost forgot one thing. The fans. These two guys right here, they are metalheads who went to see the Fun Choo Choo. I forgot to mention the name as well. The band name for the zombie idols is Fun Choo Choo. And these two right here are huge fans of the idol group, which is kind of funny because they're metalheads. But it's kind of neat because it shows that you don't just have to stick with one genre of music. You can expand your horizons and stuff. And anyway, now let's move on to episode 1 of season 2. So, first and foremost, season 2 starts off with the girls. We got the history, what went down after the last season. Everything was big, they were soaring, everybody loved them. And then their ratings came crashing down. However, the fans, even at the worst, still stayed, which I thought that was kind of wholesome. But the girls got into a lot of debt, and thus they became the Margarines, who are an idol group that are dedicated to paying off their own real world debt, which is kind of funny. But so, anywho, as they're paying off the debt, they all decide to get jobs. You got Lily being the milk, carrier. You have, let's see, Yujiri working as a bartender, which I gotta say that fits her perfectly. To be totally honest with you, and you got everyone has jobs. I'm not gonna go down with every single character what their job title is, but they're trying to make money to pay off the debt, and they still got a way to go. However, at the same time, they are still trying to perform to kind of get back in the spotlight, but it's still kind of a pain in the ass for them to achieve that. Meanwhile, Kotoru, he is getting absolutely hammered and has grown out his hair and has basically a John Wick thing going on. Now, one thing I do want to ask, is there's a joke where he's drunk and he's talking to this I don't know what it's called, but it looks like it's meat on a skewer on a shish kebab, and he's making the joke of Pope knows. It's a Pope knows. I don't get it. If anyone can explain the Pope knows joke, then by all means, please. But he's washed up. He has given up, and we have a scene later on where Sakura tries to cheer him up, saying, "Hey, what happened to that man that was so passionate about the group?" To which all he has to say is he clearly wasn't that man, right? He was never that man. So he's given up on all hope. He is getting drunk. Meanwhile, the girls are trying to pay off their debt and trying to, make it big. And then they decide a brilliant idea would be to go into this rock and roll club. Mind you, these are idols. These are pop idols. They go into this rock and roll club to perform and try to get back on the spotlight. And Kotoru's like, I don't care, it's a failure, whatever. Only for the bartender to kind of make fun of the idol group, saying Sagaets, and stuff like that. To which he finally gets fed up with this, like, nah, you know what? I need to, be better than this. And he gets his fire back. He gets his passion back. He runs over to the studio, and well, he runs over to um um the rock and roll club, and as everyone's silent because no one likes their music and stuff, but here comes this man coming in here. It's like chanting encore, 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 and even the OG fans are like, now encore, encore, encore. So they perform one last time, and in typical storytelling fashion, everybody loved them. So this episode was pretty good. I like to see where it takes us. I would also like to see because we don't know. We know how all the girls died except for Tay and Yujiri. So I wonder if are we going to see that joke. I wonder if we're going to see that storyline in this season or not. Because the last season, apparently somebody, the last episode of season one, somebody found them out, and so we're probably going to get some kind of I would say, an antagonist. And yeah, with that out of the way, I hope you heathens enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. I love this anime. It's super cute, super fun. It's just a feel good kind of show. It isn't too serious. It isn't action packed or lewd or anything like that. So just come in here expecting a good fun time. With that being said, my glorious heathens, please, by all means, like, subscribe, help the YouTube algorithm, and until next time.